Well, we're so excited today to show you inside a very special factory, and that is the Haines Signature Factory. And two things are happening today. We're going to show you behind the scenes in terms of how Haines Signature boats are built and how they operate, show you a bit of their history, and then secondly, we get to pick up our brand new boat. Let's go and have a look. Man, this place is gigantic, and this is the headquarters of Haines Signature Australia, one of the most iconic Australian boat manufacturing companies. Let's go right in. So fancy with all the signs. And this is Mr. John Haines himself. Pretty special being in here. There's so much memorabilia in here which is all about racing. I mean, this man done a lot for Australian boating. Let's keep looking around. You'll see like lots of the boats on the wall are like racing boats because one of their passions as Haines Signature brand is racing boats. That's why their hulls are so amazing. Like, look at all the photos on the wall. The boats are like in the air. It's crazy. Have a look at this photo. This is wild. 1991, Indy on the water. And that's one of the cool things about this brand is their heritage is heavily to do with racing boats. That's why their hulls are so fast and they ride amazing. We'll go down, we'll have a look in the factory downstairs and see how these actual amazing boats are built. SeaWorld, and it's a boat that Haines has built. I mean, look at the flames, the thing's doing in air. Here comes Chris, the main man.
Tristan, how are you, mate?
Good man.
That's way.
Thanks for showing us around.
Yeah, no worries. We'll
let's
get the factory
let's have a look how they're built.
Let's do it.
Oh, here we go. Holy crap, it's massive out here. Wow, they're the seats for the, oh no. Is that a 543 seat?
Yes.
Yeah, right. So you actually manufacture your own seats in here too.
100%.
That's
so
crazy.
we do all our upholstery, so these guys put all of the boats hand stitched all upstairs. Well, done on a sewing machine. We do all our own stitching, stitch all the vinyl up, which is why you can customise and pick all your different colours. And then these guys literally fit the vinyl to the seat, staple it all on. So it's all handmade.
Dude, I had no idea. That's crazy. Yep. So Chris is just starting us off, I guess, where the production life of these boats begin, and that's in this little corner in the room here, and it's basically where all the molds sit. And I guess this old mate cleaning the mold, ready for...
Yeah, so he's prepping the mold to go into the gel coat booth.
So big question, so when will this boat be finished? So from literally sitting here now with nothing in it?
About 6 weeks.
Yeah, well, it's insane.
Yeah. So from literally coming off here, going into the gel coat booth, rolling off the production line, it's a 6-week process. Crazy.
So essentially, so it starts there with the mold, then it comes into the booth here, and essentially if the customer chooses certain colors, it all happens in here. And then Chris, from here, it goes to...
Onto the production line?
Onto the production line, okay.
Get laid up.
The fiberglass that's sitting in front of us is a Haines 650F.
650F?
650F Signature. Yep. So we're at the section where they actually start filling the hulls full of foam. You know, and from an offshore angler's point of view, it's amazing for safety. So from a fisherman's perspective, if you're out and you happen to flip your boat, you're not going to sink?
No, so all our boats are built to Australian standard, which is AS 1799, which requires a specific amount of foam for the size of the boat to provide basic flotation.
Okay.
So that means if there was something to happen to your boat and your boat was flooded, that it is still going to float.
Yeah. I won't walk around too much because it's a bit sticky, but that's essentially going to be someone's boat. And you may or may not be watching this video, but it's pretty cool to see how they all kind of get built and see everyone, and they all seem so passionate about the way they do, so yeah, it's pretty unreal. Not allowed to see in there, top secret apparently. So there's like test tubes and stuff coming out of the wall, and that's Reval technology.
Resin injected, vacuum assisted, low emission technology.
I can't repeat that.
So basically we use two molds.
Yep.
So a counter mold and a male and female mold basically.
Yep.
And it enables us to get a gel coat finish on both sides of a part.
Yep.
The best thing about it is it gives a really consistent thickness.
Yeah.
It allows us to use a very precise amount of resin for the amount of fiberglass that's in there.
Yep.
We've been doing this for over 10 years.
Yeah. So you know what you're doing.
We know what we're doing when it comes to resin injection.
And like Chris said, you're not actually allowed to look in there because it's pretty top secret, but it's a great piece of technology, and it just goes back to what they stand for, which is quality. And as you can see, all built here in Australia. So one thing that's pretty prevalent here at the Haines Signature Factory is everyone's really passionate about what they're doing. Signs like this are amazing. Quality first, build it as if you are going to own it. And that just, again, signifies what the brand stands for.
So the different materials that go in our boat. So we've got chop strand mat, we've got double bias, we've got core mat, and then one thing that you'll notice on the transom of all signatures that go out from now on is carbon Kevlar as well.
Carbon Kevlar.
This is literally what they make bulletproof vests
Yeah,
out
that's
of.
insane.
Yep. Really labour-intensive process laying up a boat.
Yep.
So you can see this one's obviously going to be a white and blue boat because we've got the gel coats come through.
Yep.
And the first process is these guys have literally got to lay down your resin and your chop strand. And each time you do that, you've got to go through with a really fine little roller and make sure that all of that fiberglass is wetted out to make sure that that's that first layer that bonds against your gel coat. So
at the moment, he's just showing me where they hold all their timber, and this is what they actually make their transoms out of and bits and pieces, and it's called rue-ply. Chris was saying they can make transoms out of thermalite.
Yeah, we warrant our boats for 10 years.
Yeah, which is
structural
amazing.
warranty on any of the boats that have got timber transoms in them.
Yeah.
Yep, that's your transom.
The thing that stands out for me with Haines signatures is the thickness. When you compare the weight of our little 5.5 metre boat compared to other boats on the market, it's so much heavier. And I guess that weight is what equals such a good ride with the, let me get it right, signature variable dead rise hulls. There you go. That is thick. To meet Tony, and Tony actually built our boat, so I better give him a big pat on the back. Tony, how are you, mate? Thanks for building the boat, eh? How long have you been here for?
27 years.
27 years. How many boats do you reckon you built?
Thousands. Yeah, be up in the thousands now.
Yeah, wow.
Exactly right. Rather than screwing into a deck, everything's bolted.
Yep. Seems like this SVDH is pretty important to Haines signature in the boat. So,
absolutely.
Can you tell me a bit more about exactly what it means? Because it's something to do with planing hulls, or?
Yeah, so it's the signature variable dead rise hull, which is what John Haines, I guess, is one of his biggest achievements is with signature boats is the variable dead rise hull.
Okay.
So a lot of planning, development, research went into the design of these hulls, and that's what basically our entire range is now built on. Between 21 and 33 degrees is what our variable dead rise is. So at 33 degrees, you get the really sharp entry to the water.
Which obviously cuts through the chop.
Cuts through the chop, exactly right. But when you come out wider on the boat, what it allows it to do is gives it that lower dead rise, which allows the boat to be much more stable at rest. At the front, it's a traditional V entry. But as you come back down towards midships and then closer to the stern of the boat, you'll notice that there's actually a flat plank on the bottom of signatures. What that allows the boat to do is it allows it to plane at really low speeds, and that's what gives it its efficiency.
Yeah,
so
right.
One thing you'll notice with a signature is they'll actually use less fuel than a standard V dead rise hull.
That's a massive advantage for.
So really, really good for the guys who are doing a lot of blue water fishing.
Yeah, right. Fascinating. I just saw the bow of the new boat. Oh, I see an electric engine. Wow. Dude. Holy crap. This is absolutely insane. Man, so apparently we're the first people in Australia to have one of these 150 Suzuki SS outboards. And then it is insane. Like from a sports fisherman's perspective, it's just like perfect. The amount of room, like the casting deck, obviously the way they ride, but yeah, the whole boat, you know, its layout for a sports fisherman it's incredible. And the matte black engine just tops it off. Yeah, it's so sick. So sick. Hey, brother.
Enjoy.
Oh, I'll definitely be enjoying myself. All right, we'll keep you posted on our adventures, eh?
Sounds good.
All right, man. Cheers, Chris. See you, mate.